Bonjour. Alors today we are going to talk about numbers. If I go back to the numbers here in our textbook, they are showing you from 0 20, but I want to go a little bit further than that, and I'm going to give you just some hints about what happens to numbers in French compared to English. I always like to compare things because I found that students retain things better when they compare them to their own culture and language as well. So I am not going to use the book for this. Remember, you can click on this and you can listen to the whole thing and you can continue studying in textbook. But if you want additional information, I always give you cute little summaries about things that I usually would teach in a face-to-face class. So this is my little cheat sheet for numbers in French. Les nombres cardinaux, les nombres de 0 à 90, 99, 99 it's 99. In Canada, I don't think they call it 90. 90 is 80, no, 4 20s and 10, which means 90. That's how French called 90. So I want to give you a few hints here. You can pause this if you want to take notes about this what I have right here, or you can just listen to it. So in French numbers we usually use et, which means and, like 20 and 1, 20 and 2. But this conjunction is not used in numbers 21, 31, 41. Let me see them in French. Say them in French. 21, 31, 41, 51, 61, and 71. All the other compound numbers through 99 use the hyphen instead of that. So 21, 21 étudiants, 21 students. 31 étudiantes. Notice that if you do 21 or 31 or 41 or 51 and your noun, the person you're speaking about or describing, is feminine, you have to change un to une. Un is one, une is one for female students in this case. Okay. So if you're using 80, now if you look really closely to 80, which is 80 in French, what you're really saying is 4 20s. And if you calculate in your head, 4 times 20 is 80. This is a very old way of using numbers. The Canadians changed them. I think they use autant, which doesn't sound attractive at all to me. But in Canada, they use a different way. But in France, to this day, they still say 80 for 80 and 90 for 90. So when we're using the 80, the 80s, make sure that you drop your S. You see it right here? That you drop it if it's followed by another number. So look here, 80 livres, 80 books. I have the S right here. 82, 82. So I write 80, I omit the S, and then I add the next number. 400 livres, 400 books. 400, the S disappeared. 50 livres. Okay, when you get to 100 and 1000, this should be another 0 here. En français, on dit 100 000. 100 000. So when you're using it with other nouns, you say 100 hommes. Did you hear how I said that? So T and H, because H is silent in French, I went straight to the O. 100 hommes, 100 men. $1,000, $1,000. Okay, so we don't say really $1,000 in French. We say $1,000, $1,000. That's it. Mille also does not change in the plurals right here. So notice we have 7,000, which is 7,000. 7,000. Notice that I didn't put an S here. That's because it will be incorrect. Even though we have 7,000 people, the word 1,000 does not get an S at the end. And then if you are writing in a date, like, you know, he was born in 1930, notice that 1000 dropped the LE at the end. So, il est né en 1930. Now, if you want to tell me your date of birth, and let's say you were born in 1983, you say, je suis né en 1983. That's just an example. Also here we omit, so a million and milliard are nouns and must be followed by de if another noun follows. So, 1 million d'étoiles. We put the accent here or the apostrophe because DE, it ends in an E, and when it meets another E, you do that in French. You omit the first E. So, 1 million d'étoiles, 2 milliards de dollars. 2 billions. It's almost like saying 2 billions of dollars or 2 billion of dollars. So remember, when you get million and milliard, you have to, which is billion in English, you have to put the D right before the noun. And then when it comes to what you put, do you put a comma or a dot, a period? Everybody asks the same question. There's a very simple solution for that. Do the opposite of English. That's it. In French, and also in Spanish and most of the European languages, and whatever you have, like you see here, you have a period, $4.60. It's a comma here in French. So that's how it looks like. For 4,000 in French, in English we have a comma here, but in French it's a dot. So this is not 4, it's actually 4,000. So it's the exact opposite of English. I hope you enjoy this. Study hard. Please do your homework. Et à bientôt. Faites vos devoirs. Merci.